What's going on, everybody? We got Checkmate Fusion back with yet another top in another week in a row. Congrats to Costa again, by the way. But we're here about Mr. 12th place himself, Jonathan Lanza. Great number. Great people were born on the 12th, specifically June, by the way. But anyway, we're going to talk about the changes he made to his deck because he's Mr. The Red Menace, and he's going to show you what he's been changing and grinding with. And here we go.
Yeah, all right. So as I've mentioned last week, the deck is Gohanks. Pretty buck standard. Everything's the same except for these cards that I've pulled out here from last week's deck list, which I don't know if it's out yet. Technically, it will be by the time this comes out, but you know, see into the future. So first thing in the main deck, I pulled out the 2 Mai's, and then I also pulled out the 2 High-Speed Rush Gotens. I put in the Goku Tough Battle because it's just better, it's a Saiyan, and it's archetypal, but I was just able to get my hands on these this time, so that's why I changed them in for the better versions. And then the Omen of Evolution. I want to talk about this just a little bit because it's interesting and in the way that it worked and that it didn't work. So every so often it would come up. It didn't come up a whole lot during the games, but it never felt bad drawing it right. Because it's strictly a defensive tool. You can combo it off right if you need something to get rid of early for your, let's say you're going second, you just combo this off and then you get your Z extra instead of wasting like an actual card. Another nice thing about this is a lot of your chunkses are 4Ks and this is a 16K, so it actually kind of fixes some of that math whenever you're going into the red mirror matches because it makes a 20K with those two. So that's another benefit of it. That's one of the nice things about this deck. But other than that, I wouldn't say it's necessary in the deck, and I wouldn't say like it didn't help or hinder me too much, I would say, in either way. So the deck could go without it, but I mean, all in all, I just wanted to test it, and it turned out pretty good.
It's still a good card, great in the mirrors of red and whatnot.
Yeah. Other than that, everything else in the main deck is the same, so you still run your 4-ofs and all that, and you still run your specific counterplays, and then I run... I'm actually going to talk about this card because it came up multiple times during my matchups, especially into the red mirror matches. It's in here somewhere. I should have pulled it out. This guy, my one of Awakened Attacker Sparking super combo. Benefits. It's Sparking. Turn 2, this thing's online, which mattered a lot because it actually came up in a lot of my games this week, surprisingly. And then another thing, it's a 15K. So this allows you to attack over Explosive Dance with your 4-drops, the 15K 4-drops, which is very useful instead of giving up 2 or 3 cards. That's a nice thing about it. Other than that, once again, it's not necessary. It's just a nice little tech to have. It doesn't hinder the deck or anything. You just have to be smart about when you overwhelm and when you're doing specific plays, because otherwise you can kind of screw yourself out of a draw. But it's a useful tech, I think. It's worthy of consideration. But other than that, main deck's all the same. As for the side deck, I changed out 3 cards. I took out the two neg 25 Ignoring Berry Gokus, the Kaiokens, I forget their full name, and put in 2 shoes. I actually use these guys quite a bit. I sided them in a lot. I only really got to use them in 1 game against Kidku, which surprisingly, by the way, I only ran into 1 Kidku all this week. So that really caught me off guard because I ran into like 3 or 4 the prior week.
Yeah, I was hoping to run into more myself.
Yeah, so that was a little unfortunate. And then I just added 1 extra V-Rays for the Kidkus that I never saw, so it really didn't matter. But yeah, other than that, that's the only things that changed in the deck. The Z deck's the same. All of it's pretty much the same. Shout out to all of my opponents that I played against. Shout out to Checkmate Fusion, obviously, my team. Shout out to DeCoste for once again winning with good old Kidku.
Dang, right to the shout outs. What were your matchups, bro?
I mean, like, okay, I played against 2 black decks. I played against the old Goku, the double strike leader. That got support in the anti-box.
Guardian of History?
Yeah. That deck's pretty good. It feels very much like an Exodia deck, because if you don't hit, though, your hand is tiny and you have nothing.
Well, for turn 2 kills, I'm in.
Yeah. It either kills you on turn 2 or it kills itself, so, you know, there's that. And then I played against Vegito X, and that deck's really good. He played 3 30Ks on turn 3, and yeah. But I didn't lose, surprisingly, somehow, some way. And then I played against another Trunks rival. I lost to that guy in time because I didn't want to time him out because it's not really my thing. So I just gave it to him in time. And then I played one Kiku, like I said. I don't think I played any yellow. I think yellow just fell off the face of the planet.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Yeah. Thank God I didn't run into Gogeta. That would have killed me. Gosh, I can't remember who else I played. I played Green Goku. I played another Green Goku. That deck is not great into Gohanks, unfortunately. And then I think, how many is that? That's 5, 4? I don't know. The other, all the matches were good. All of them were pretty close. I had a good time. It was a good long day. Other than that, that's all I got. Pretty quick. If you want to see more in depth of the deck list and all that, you can go do the prior week's deck list. I talk a little bit longer and a little bit more about my choices and stuff like that in that one.
That's awesome, dude.
Thank you very much.
Congrats yet again, brother.
Yep.